trial. Now, I wasn't going to cover this.
All right, guys. A little more of a serious video pertaining to the one I just made earlier today, but you'll probably see this the day after. I thought I kind of wanted to go over this case because I think it's very peculiar. A very divided group, I would really say. If you've been on social media and for about this past week and a half, you've probably been hearing about the Lindsay Clancy case. Now, in the simplest terms that I can give it to you, right? This woman is basically okay. Well, I'm gonna have to why are we texting? Get away from me. Oh my god. Just let me a second here.
If you are online,
There we go.
she was experiencing severe anxiety, depression, obsessive thoughts, and insomnia.
So basically, the simplest way that I can give this case, right, is she basically strangled her three children, right? Her oldest daughter, middle daughter, and youngest son, I believe. Or I don't know if it was two boys and a girl, I'm not too sure. But my biggest issue really with this case is how divided we are as people. And I think this case is really building around a whole gender war as of recent. I feel like every video that I see of this case is the same thing of people trying to blame the guy, people trying to blame the woman, people trying to almost kind of pick a side in this like sexism thing. And I don't really get it, but I guess I'll let this video kind of play out. Shout out to Robin Haley for this video. So I hope they don't mind me using it, but I think this is kind of a more or less kind of a basis of the case
Trial.
in case you're unfamiliar.
Now, I wasn't going to cover this case as I am currently 4 months postpartum and it is very triggering. So, I want to give a trigger warning. We will be talking about postpartum depression, anxiety, psychosis. We will be talking about suicidal ideation. Lindsay worked as an L&D nurse and Patrick worked in telecommunications. They had their first child, Cora, in December 2017, and then in 2019, their second child, Dawson, was born, and in May 20,
Yeah, I wouldn't really say
that
this is
over
too
several months
important.
at the end of
Here we go.
2022, she was experiencing severe anxiety, depression, obsessive thoughts, and insomnia. She spoke with several psychiatrists and therapists and was prescribed a variety of medications to try to help her insomnia and mental health. But unfortunately, nothing was really working, and despite her voicing that she needed help and her telling her husband she feared she would harm her children, she was severely undertreated. On January 1st, 2023, Lindsay voluntarily admitted herself to McLean Hospital for psychiatric treatment. She was
I would say that right there is all that's really important, is more or less kind of the basis. Now, in terms of the court, right? Because a lot of people kind of get this confused. If they can find enough reason that she was mentally not there, she will spend the rest of her life in a psychiatric hospital forever, right? So pretty much until either the day that she dies or until whenever, right? She's going to be there forever. Now, what I think is interesting, or kind of the most interesting about this case, is this woman clearly needed help, right? Don't get me wrong. Now, I don't know if that crosses in the line of killing three kids. That is, it's an interesting line. Now, I won't give you my opinion because I think whether opinion I give you, whether right or wrong, it's you're gonna have a divided community. But personally, me, I think that this is a woman who desperately needed help, didn't get the help that she got, and she snapped. Now, in my opinion, I think that even if you don't get help, violence is never the answer. Now, is it her fault? Not really. Am I saying that she made a good choice? No. Am I saying that this was best case scenario? Of course not. But I don't know, where were the signs? There were signs she was clearly struggling with the whole pregnancy thing. Everybody's kind of questioning, okay, where was the husband in this? Where was he in the help? I think sometimes people forget that postpartum also really creates kind of like almost an aggression towards the husband. Sometimes it forces women to want to push away their partner. So let's not get it mixed up in like he did absolutely nothing and he was just I can't say I wasn't there, but that's possible. Even if You want to blame him as much as you want. You got to give him the benefit of the doubt, especially when three of his kids are found dead at the hands of the mother. Uh, it's grueling. It's grueling. No matter whether whatever. I mean, that's your kids. They're gone. You can't really just kind of forget that. So, we'll kind of go
Crushed
more into
after
detail
several
here.
days, and the prosecution has said she was cured, but the defense has said she was not. January 2023 continued, and Lindsay was preparing to return back to work. But before she could, tragedy would strike. On January 24th, 2023, the family woke up like normal, and then in the late morning, Lindsay had a telehealth visit with a psychiatrist. What exactly happened at that appointment has not been fully reported, but it has been pointed out by prosecutors who argue that she did not report psychotic symptoms during this visit. Around 3 p.m. on January 24th, Lindsay left the house to run an errand and then came back and sent Patrick out to run to pick up a prescription for Cora from CVS and take out food from the nearby three.
Yeah, that's not really important. But really, my biggest issue, like the biggest issue, is there's a lot of people that are defending her. I don't know if defending her is necessarily the right option, right? It's like if somebody went crazy and they killed their mom, right? I just feel like people wouldn't defend it the same, and I think that's very unfair thing to do. And I know the internet's very unfair in terms of like who gets treated good, right? I mean, if you're ugly, you're more likely to get treated worse than somebody who's like, a literal criminal, a wife beater. As long as he's attractive, it's okay. But that's besides the point. My biggest issue, there's a lot of people that are defending her without even really knowing the full details. And that's a big issue amongst the internet. It's kind of the same thing with the David case. Like a lot of people were defending David, excuse me, for no reason, right? There was no case, there was no evidence, like there was no nothing. Like there was actual people defending David. I mean, if I can find footage, maybe, but there's people that are like, or genuinely considering, like, okay, his art, divide the music from the artist, and I'm just like, what? I mean, he still hasn't been convicted yet, but this dude, literally had a dead 15-year-old girl chopped up in his car. Are you really going to still listen to his music? Anyway, I just think it's unfair. It's unfair to, I feel like, everybody that, like, we don't know what happened. You don't know the details. Why are you defending somebody that you're not sure? You know what I mean? It's like you're just taking a shot in the dark. Like you could just be defending somebody who murdered three children. I mean, either way, no matter how you look at it, baseline, she murdered her three kids. There's no other way to look at it. There's no other way to really see it. Whether it was her intention or it wasn't, or it was out of rage or anything, it's still a criminal offense. You still killed three kids. I mean, that behavior is unredeemable. You know what I mean? Regardless of what you're going through, regardless of what you do, killing people is something that people are not just going to forget.
She murdered
So
three of her children? Yes. Do I think she should go to prison for it? No, probably not.
now this woman is a good example of more or less like what's wrong with the world. I mean, look, I get it. Like, really, I do. Like, I understand what it's like to ask for help and nobody reaches out to you, nobody saves you. But I mean, in the end, I mean, you have to understand that there's consequences, there's baseline. You cannot just go around killing people because you've lost your mind. I mean, it's just I don't know. It's just, to me, it's just not the thing. Like, I don't know. Everybody responds differently. I'm not gonna say like, this shouldn't have happened. I mean it shouldn't have, right? But I don't know what this woman was going through. I understand postpartum can be a very, very unique, very grueling experience. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, do you guys think that, whatever comes out in this case, that it excuses the murder of three innocent children? You know what I mean? Like, if anything, the kids shouldn't have been harmed in this at all. I mean, I would think the husband would have been harmed maybe if he was found dead and the kids were alive. I mean, okay, there's an argument there, but I mean, three kids, and the worst part about him is she killed them in the worst way possible by suffocating them, by literally choking them, all three of them. She put her hands around them and choked them all. And I was like, dude, I don't know. Like that's what really kind of gets me. Because if, like, if she killed them consecutively, I would have been like, okay, I mean, maybe, but to take the time to suffocate each one, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, that to me really like that just bothers me. I don't know what it is about that, but uh that's where it's tricky. That's where it's that's where I don't know because again, I don't know, right? I don't want to defend this woman and I don't know and I don't want to take her side and I don't know. But at the same time, I don't want to go against her because I don't know. I wasn't there. We don't know what happened. But I mean, to go on the internet and blatantly defend this woman without any really reason other than like, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Now, I am so tired of watching women make every excuse in the book for Lindsay Clancy. She strangled her 3 babies with exercise bands, Cora, Dawson, and baby Callan, and somehow the conversation keeps turning into she's the victim? The system failed her. Her husband failed her. The doctors over-medicated her. Hormones are just so powerful. You don't get it. Bullshit. She is the one who put the bands around their necks and held them until they stopped breathing. Those kids are not secondary characters in her trauma story. They are dead because of what she did. And let's get real.
Yeah, and like I think she's a really good example of this, of looking at it baseline. Like you choked your 3 children. I mean, no, no, I that's where it bothers me as well, as like regardless of hormones or whatever or postpartum. I mean, I've seen it or I've heard where postpartum women will kill their kid, but I mean to kill all 3. I mean, one is already really crossing the line. I mean, but to kill your kid, I mean, more of anything, you hear moms abandon their kid, not kill them, especially 3 of them. I don't know. I mean, I feel like people are almost making an excuse for her. And I think that's just unfair, completely unfair. Because if it was the husband and they were like, oh, he went through all this mental issues and stuff, again, I don't want to start a gender war. I'm telling you what it would be like. I'm not saying that, oh, this is what it would, no, this is what it would have been like. People would have been like, oh, what the hell is wrong with him? He did it and, he choked him out. Like, he deserves to be in prison no matter, regardless. But now that it's a woman, it's, well, we get it. But it's like it's almost concerning. This kind of might be a logical fallacy here, but these women are almost the way that I'm thinking of it and the way that I'm seeing of it, like the way they're defending her. It's almost like they're almost acting like, oh, if I had these issues too, I probably would have killed my 3 kids. I don't know about that one, champ. I mean, if you were in her same shoes, but you had the mentality that you have now, would you kill your 3 kids? I don't know. I mean that doesn't click with me. I mean, I don't know. I just to me I feel like this is unexcusable to kill your 3 kids, in my opinion. And, I know I said I wasn't gonna give my opinion, but I'm gonna give my opinion. I don't care how bad your mental health is. There should be no reason that your children are involved in any of that because it's not their fault. You want to take it up with the husband, you want to take it up with the people that didn't help you. That's understandable, right? And I get that. But to take it out on your 3 innocent children that you blatantly choked, I thought it's even worse than I thought. I thought she choked them with her hands, but she used a band. That's even worse. You know what I mean? Like you were literally crushing their throats. Like I I don't know. I mean, can how as a parent can you do that? You know what I mean? You gave birth to these 3 children. It's like sometimes when women give birth, like that postpartum, it's attacking everything else, but it's like this protective bubble around this kid because you love the kid, right? You gave birth to it. Like a lot of the hormones are like it's that mama bird instinct, right? Like trying to protect the baby, or keeping it as calm as it is. But I mean, to think that she had a mental episode last that long enough to where she was killing 3 kids, either 2 things are really the only answer here is one, she was completely understanding of what she was doing, or she was way out of her mind. Like that's the only 2 options. Either she knew exactly what was going on or she was gone mentally, like just empty in the brain, no emotion. Like, and I would argue that's worse. You know what I mean? Because basically the kids in her last moments was just a killing machine. You know what I mean? Like it just either way it goes, it's like she was numb enough to just kill her kids, not have any remorse for it. I mean, I don't know if she's had remorse for it, but I don't know. I mean, I just I just don't think it's reasonable. I don't think it's reasonable. I never think killing kids is gonna ever be reasonable because they're the most defenseless, the most vulnerable. You want to kill your husband? I mean that I mean that's not excusable either. But come on, your kids. I mean, come on.
Get him out of the house.
The Lindsay Clancy case is a perfect example of what happens when women become mothers without a
When she
The Lindsay Clancy case is a perfect example of what happens when women become mothers without a village. The medical community and psychiatric community failed her. The oodles and doodles of prescriptions and medicines that she was put on and taken off of, never mind how many times she took herself to the hospital and was sent home with yet another prescription. The fact of the matter is, her husband knew. Her mother-in-law knew. She was trying to get every intervention possible. It's not like she said, hey, I don't feel good, and they gave her some medicine and told her to fuck off, and she was like, okay, I'll fuck off. She kept crying.
told you that
The Lindsay Clancy case is
she was having intrusive thoughts, did
Yeah, you see, and that video as well kind of also like brings me back to the original facts. Like again, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Like personally, me, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it ever goes as far as killing three kids. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know, bro. The brain is crazy. You know what I mean? You actually look at like the way our brain is and stuff. It's wild, dude. Like it is. It can be a very vicious thing. You know, your brain can either be your best friend or your worst enemy ever. But it's concerning though. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I mean, they did fail her. Like in all, I can't deny that fact. I can't. You know what I mean? She called emergency services. She's taking tons of medication. Yes, I mean this could have been avoided, right? For sure. I mean, definitely. But I don't know. I don't know. I mean, personally, me, I don't think there's ever an excuse to kill your three kids. I'm gonna be so honest with you because, and I say that because I know everybody would agree if the situation was different. You know what I mean? I feel like people are just kind of cherry picking more or less. Okay, you know, oh she was a mother, oh she was this, oh she was that, and then it's okay. I think we're misunderstanding. I understand maybe why she did it, but that doesn't justify her actions. That doesn't make it okay. It doesn't make it seem like, oh yeah, you know, she killed her three kids, but here's a reason why. I I don't know about that one, you know. So understandable, maybe. Justified, absolutely not. Absolutely not. She should be held accountable for sure, regardless. You know what I mean? Uh, I mean, I don't know. I mean, who knows? I mean, until this case finishes out and maybe we find out more information. I know the husband again wasn't. I've heard wasn't that much of a help, and I get it. You know what I mean? There's been a lot of husbands recently who just fail as a father or as a parent, and I understand that. But I mean, it's a dangerous thing you're playing with. I mean, the brain is so insane. Can be so insane. So I don't know. I mean, you guys can let me know what you think in the comments, but I honestly this case is disturbing enough to the point where I don't really want to get into it, but I'm also trying to understand perspective. You know, I'm also trying to be like, okay, well, I mean, I'm not a mother, right? I'm never gonna be one in that sense, but you know, it's interesting to kind of see a lot of people divided perspective on this, where I feel like a lot of people are defending her behavior, and a lot of people are saying, I mean, you know, yeah, she killed her three kids, but she shouldn't serve prison for it. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know people like to take videos out of context to make people seem bad, but this is a tricky case. I mean, this is a really tricky case because your mental health is a severe issue nowadays. I mean, everybody just like a lot of suicide tends to happen now, you know, and it's because people don't get the help that they need. You know what I mean? So they end up harming themselves, and you know, to that degree, I mean, I get it, right? I do. I mean, I've struggled with it myself, but I don't know. I mean, I can't say that like, oh, you know, I've thought of suicide, so I'm gonna go. murder my family members. Like, I've never thought of it like that, but I can't say that for other people because I don't know how they think, right? So it wouldn't be fair for me to just. So I think more or less with this video and what the aim of the goal is, I'm just expressing my personal opinion, but I want people to be fair. I want people to understand that the severity of the case and understand the severity of what she did. While yes, maybe okay, she was failed by the system, I still don't think it was right for her to kill her 3 kids. I mean, that's just my personal opinion, but I mean, of course, you guys are more than welcome, and be fair about it, right? Don't just be like, well, she's a mom and this and that and that, so it's okay. Like, no, like I don't think ever killing kids will ever be justified, ever. I mean, unless they were trying to kill you for whatever reason, I just don't think there's any reason for that. So yeah, I mean, let me know what y'all think of this case. I mean, I think it's important to bring up because I think a lot of people have been really divided on the whole situation. So yeah, I mean, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Yeah. So sorry for a serious video, but I think this really one. I'll definitely make a follow video once the case gets more reviewed, or just let me know if there's any fact checks. Let me know if I got any information wrong, and yeah, so I'll let you guys know, and we'll see what's up with this case. All right, guys, take care.